Before the war, Las Vegas was a thriving city that attracted tourists from all corners of the globe. Founded on May 15, 1905, it remained a popular tourist destination until the Great War. However, the city's primary roadway and the surrounding areas were spared from total annihilation thanks to Robert House. This wealthy businessman accurately predicted the looming conflict and took measures to protect the city. Mr. House used his significant intellect and vast wealth to ensure that the majority of the incoming missiles didn't strike the city. He achieved this feat by deploying surface-to-air long-range missiles and long-range laser turrets on the roof of his casino, the Lucky 38. Although a few warheads managed to penetrate the defences, the main city and the majority of the surrounding area escaped nuclear destruction. After nearly 2 centuries, Mr. House kick-started his mission to rediscover the mysterious platinum chip and restore Las Vegas's lost grandeur. With the aid of PDQ-88B Securitron scouts, he began negotiating with local tribes to trade his abundant resource stockpiles for their assistance. Some tribes resisted, but 3 won Mr. House's approval: the Omertas, Chairman, and the White Glove Society, who now manage the Gomorrah, Tops, and Ultralux casinos respectively. Mr. House was committed to reviving Las Vegas, and he insisted on converting the tribes into families with cultures reminiscent of Vegas's glory days. While the families were busy renovating the casinos, the rest of the locals worked tirelessly to erect a massive wall around the strip. The tribes that form the strip's families, once hostile to each other, now maintain a delicate peace, enforced by the iron hand of Mr. House. Although old grudges persist, no family dares to act against another openly, for fear of provoking Mr. House's wrath. When NCR traders and explorers arrived, they were awestruck by the strip and returned to California with tales of opulence and great wealth. The strip is located at the epicenter of New Vegas. Upon entering through the strip's north gate, one will find Gomorrah on the right and Lucky 38 on the left. Advancing through the first gate, visitors encounter the Tops Casino, the Ultralux, and the monorail. The final gate leads to Vault 21, Michelangelo's workshop, and the NCR Embassy. The Strip North Gate, a border checkpoint in Freeside, is one of only 2 ways to enter the New Vegas Strip. This entrance is located in the southwest section of Freeside. 5 Securitron gatekeepers guard the area in front of the gate, granting access only to those who can pass the credit check of 2,000 caps or are passport owners. This doesn't necessarily require the payment of 2,000 caps, but just having them in one's inventory. The Courier can also gain access by passing an 80 science check or by obtaining a passport from Ralph from Mick and Ralph's, who sell fake passports after a speech check and a payment of 500 caps or 375 with a barter check. The other entrance point to the strip, Las Vegas Boulevard Station, also known as LVB Station, allows convenient travel for military members and VIPs of the NCR between the New Vegas Strip and Camp McCarran without going through Freeside. Mark I Securitrons maintain security here and uphold a tense but professional relationship with the NCR. The station's interior consists of 2 floors. The first floor houses a processing office, a storage room and restrooms, while the second floor contains a departure lounge and access to the monorail platform. The interior is open to the public, but the platform is restricted to most civilians. Loot found near the LVB station includes the fine dining note found in front of the station near 2 Securitrons, and strip letters 4, 5 and 8 found inside the station next to the Mojave Express drop box and near a broken terminal. The Tops Hotel and Casino, a legend among the pre-war establishments of the illustrious Las Vegas Strip, was no stranger to the trials and tribulations of the Great War. Yet, despite the damages inflicted by the cataclysmic events, it managed to rise from the ashes. Under the visionary leadership of Robert House and the chairman, the Tops was revived to its original splendour, cementing its place as a must-visit attraction of the Strip by 2281. The Tops, a place for men to kick back, drink, laugh and have a good time, as described on a Fallout New Vegas loading screen, encapsulates the revitalised image of the casino perfectly. Reopened alongside the Ultralux, it quickly reinstated its position as the Strip's centrepiece. Before the war, the Tops was celebrated for fulfilling all of its patrons' needs, providing luxurious accommodations, vibrant dance floors, thirst-quenching drinks, and limitless gambling opportunities. Post-war, the casino was left abandoned for 2 centuries, having dodged nuclear annihilation. However, the turning point came in 2274, when Robert House detected the arrival of the NCR forces at Hoover Dam. House's Lucky 38 opened, and an army of Securitrons descended upon the city. The local tribes faced a harsh ultimatum: annihilation, resettlement, or servitude. The boot riders, who would become the future chairman, were propositioned east of Vegas by a Securitron. After some misunderstandings and 20 additional Securitrons, the tribe was convinced to join house in exchange for food, shelter, and medical services. Not all members agreed to this alliance, however, leading to a knife fight between the tribe chief Bingo and Benny, who emerged victoriously. After this violent resolution, the tribe relocated to Vegas and began restoring the tops. As they worked, House's Securitrons delivered boxes filled with suits, ties, and wingtip shoes, along with a message proclaiming them the chairman. Benny, in favour of this new identity, declared it the dawn of a new era, chow to the old ways and time to swing in style. By 2281, the Tops had reclaimed its status at the heart of the strip, teaching its patrons how to savour life's finer aspects. However, the Tops was not sufficient for Benny's ambitious plans. Groomed by Mr. House, Benny held a different vision for Vegas, a city of independent power, uncontrolled by the NCR, the Legion, or House. To realise this vision, Benny converted the Tops into his stronghold, safeguarded by a contract prohibiting Securitrons from entering without probable cause. Benny even hijacked a Securitron, converting a suite on the 13th floor into a workshop where he and Emily Ortle developed Yes Man, a covert tap into House's vast electronic network. Stepping into the Tops is like stepping back into Vegas's golden era. Frank Sinatra's crooning melodies play softly against the clinking of slot machines. The security is tight, with chairmen positioned at the entrance to collect patrons' weapons before they enter the casino. Upon entering the Tops, patrons are greeted by a circular desk in the lobby where swank can usually be found. Further inside lies the casino proper, with a main hall to the right and a smaller section tucked behind the staircase. Behind these areas, patrons can find the elevator leading to the 13th floor and the door to the courtyard, the entrance to the restaurant, and an express elevator to the presidential suite, which requires a key, can be found in the large hall. A cashier and the entrance to the Aces Theatre are located on the second level, just up the main staircase. In the Tops restaurant, a bartender offers an array of drinks to thirsty patrons. There's a kitchen tucked behind an average locked door filled with food, alcohol, and a valuable collection of 5 bottles of Nuka-Cola quartz. From here, a door leads directly to the courtyard. This courtyard, a small secluded area behind the casino, houses a pool surrounded by palm trees and a brick wall. Several gamblers and chairmen can often be seen lounging here. In the Aces Theatre, patrons can enjoy a drink while watching one of the ongoing shows or performances. Tommy Torini, the manager of the theatre, can be found here and offers the side quest Talent Pool. Moving on to the presidential suite, access is restricted to key holders, obtained from Benny or the chairman bodyguards. This suite houses numerous containers, many of which contain a vast array of liquor bottles. The 13th floor, housing Benny's suite and the High Roller suite, contains several rooms locked with average locks. The High Roller suite, a room slightly larger than the rest, contains minor loot. Access requires the High Roller suite key, which can be won by earning enough chips in the casino. In terms of gambling, patrons can enjoy games like blackjack, roulette, and slots. As players win chips, they receive increasingly valuable gifts from the floor manager, leading up to a complimentary suite. However, once a player wins over 10,000 chips, they're permanently banned from playing games at the Tops. They can still enjoy the other amenities, but they won't be able to win any more money. And now we return to the Courier, tracing the path of Benny, the man with the checkered suit who left them in a shallow grave in Good Springs. The Courier steps out into the glowing night, knowing there's only one thing left to do: make their way to the checkpoint that will lead to New Vegas' strip, where the city comes to life. Old Ben's advice echoes in their mind, a warning to approach the checkpoint with caution. A robot sentry blocks their path, demanding a credit check for 2,000 caps. Thankfully, the Courier had this sum on their person, allowing them the chance to finally have their moment with Benny. The Courier's heart thumps in anticipation as they finally breach the checkpoint. The strip unfolds before them, vibrant, wild, and alive. As if on cue, the quirky robot Victor intercepts the Courier, a familiar presence that both saved their life and continues to unnerve them with its constant shadowing. Victor brings news of another mission, namely to report to the enigmatic Mr. House, but the Courier pushes that to the back of their mind, focusing on the primary task. Gomorrah, a hotspot, tempts with promises of exploration, but the Courier resists, pressing on to the bustling heart of the strip. The Tops casino looms ahead. The Courier resolutely steps inside, their gaze set on finding Benny. A guard stops the Courier at the entrance of the Tops, demanding they relinquish their weapons. The Courier complies without fuss, secure in the knowledge that their arsenal will be safe. Once stripped of their weapons, they meet Swank, the Tops manager. A labyrinth of possibilities unfurls as they converse with him, threading carefully to uncover more about Benny. In a delicate dance of persuasion, the courier gradually convinces Swank of Benny's deceit. Convinced, Swank hands over the key to Benny's suite and reinstates the courier's weaponry. The allure of answers draws the courier to the private suite on the 13th floor. Benny's suite is unimpressive, a reflection of the man himself. However, the real gem lies hidden in the brick room to the right of the bedroom. Yes Man, the talkative robot. Yes Man spills secrets like water, revealing Benny's ambitious plan to seize control of the strip. His words unfurl a string of possibilities, namely for the courier to become master of the Mojave itself in place of Benny. Revelations in tow, the courier returns to Swank, unloading the explosive information. Emotions run high as Swank teeters on the edge of fury. With Benny's deceit unveiled, the courier now holds the reins, determining the next move. They instruct Swank to have Benny meet them in the presidential suite. Back at the suite, Benny sits at the bar, his fate hanging in the balance. He throws offers of partnership and luxury, but the courier sees through his ploys. An intense skirmish breaks out, and when the dust settles, Benny lies defeated. The courier retrieves the mysterious platinum chip, along with Benny's pistol, Maria, his suit, and the suite key from his lifeless body. With justice done, the courier stands in the aftermath, the echoes of their triumph reverberating through the stillness of the presidential suite, and yet it seems there are more questions than answers. New Vegas seems to stretch out before them, infinite and untamed. The platinum chip, warm in their hand, is not only the hard-earned trophy of their vengeance, but a gateway to a plethora of future possibilities. In the quiet aftermath of their confrontation with Benny, the echoes of past deeds intermingle with the whispering winds of the unknown. The cacophonous city of New Vegas pulses around them, a labyrinthine symphony of chaos and order, desire and destruction, power and vulnerability. The courier stands at the crossroads of their destiny. The shadow of Benny has been dispersed, replaced by the brilliance of new opportunities and the promise of the unknown. With a deep breath, the courier steps into their future, ready to etch their story onto the sands of the Mojave, aware that they alone hold the power to shape its fate.